Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And they've got a few injuries on their bench, fewer options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out. It's all about how you respond to adversity.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. We've got Sarr. Keyshawn George is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Davis. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Ty Jerome. Edey out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Boozer in at the 4-man position. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. Here we go. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
So the Wizards will get the first possession. Here's Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Edey. Launches a 3. Boozer misses. It's George on the wing. Here's Young. He's covered by Jerome. Washington moving the ball around. Clock at 6. George for 3. Boozer grabs the board. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Grizzlies head coach had a few moments to share with me. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and hound him on every possession. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. George outside. Outside Davis. Pass to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Young against Jerome. To the right side. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the layup is good off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Coward. On the wing, Grant. Here's Boozer. The 9-footer's on the mark. Boozer's got his second basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Washington. George sets a screen. Young misses. Memphis trailing here. Jerome on the wing. Pass to Boozer. The 3. Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. George outside. Back to Young. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Davis, the pass to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Saw a screen. Trae Young, that's good.
How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team. Oh, my God, that was impressive. How many guys can flush it like this man?
Not many, that's for sure. He can really fly.
He's a force. I mean, it gets a lot easier when you face little to no resistance.
Jerome against Young. On the wing, Grant launches it. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Washington leading by 4. Young looking around. Davis with a screen on Jerome. Pass to Sarr. George outside. Pulls up. No good there. Off the double clutch.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Jerome outside. Here's Boozer. And here's Grant. Here's Boozer. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
.54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Sarr with a screen on Jerome. Here's Young. And Edey with a block. They get it back. Young, the pass to George. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Young's got 6.
Yeah, often shooting from way beyond the arc, Young easily pops in the short-range 3.
Now here's Jerome. Pass to Boozer. Inside, Grant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, the athletic Jeremy Grant, so good at initiating contact. He gets the defense to react to his aggressiveness.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. So he gets them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Outside Johnson. And stolen by Jackson. Here's Stewart. Banked it in off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Wizards. They're up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 1. And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Johnson is out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Now here's Coulibaly. Outside Johnson. Ayton with a screen. A good look from Johnson. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night. Grizzlies trail by 3. Now Russell. Still no points. Pass to Stewart. Outside Wells. Here's Jackson. And Aiden pulls it down.
Good idea trying to draw the foul. Very creative, to say the least.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Grant against Johnson. Coulibaly on the wing. And the three off target. And so Grant will bring it up for Memphis. It's a three-point game. Over to the left wing. Here's Boozer. He's got 6. Grant, the pass to Jerome. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boozer. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Washington leading by 3. Pass to Johnson. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Back to Jerome. To the left wing. Boozer passes to Grant. Fires the 3. Rebound Washington. Pass to Johnson. Outside Coulibaly. Back to Johnson. They set a pick. From downtown. The rebound by Stewart. Grizzlies trail by 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. One thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Edey's checked in for Stewart. A big group substitution here for Washington. Sarge checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Davis comes in for Chris Middleton. George, he's checked in for Coulibaly. And it's Trae Young in for Johnson. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Memphis on D. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter.
Second team.
Right wing. Young with it. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Nice Trae. So good.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Jerome against Young. Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And a miss there on the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Boozer. And that one is stuffed right through.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Sarr with a screen on Jerome. Young, the pass to Sarr. The 3 is up. The Grizzlies pull it in. Out to the right wing. Here's Boozer. George defending. Back to Wells. Pass to Boozer. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back over to you guys.
Priority straight. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And while they struggle to win games, The Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
And that's playing big right there. Jackhammers it down.
Went up with some bad intentions. Wow, that had some power on it. 30 seconds left in the second. To the left side wing. Here's Boozer. Check by Davis. Excellent D there from Davis.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of the game.
Here's Grant. He takes it in. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Substitution on the court.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Wizards. They're up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fair half-court start.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 4, we've got Jeremy Grant. Zach Edey out there with Ty Jerome. And it's Boozer in the power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tuomas Isalo. Driving inside. Good. Give him 8.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
And the Grizzlies shooting only 42%. Pass to Boozer. High post Edey. Here's Coward. George defending. Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Young, the pass to George. Back to Young. The 3. Jerome grabs the miss. Grizzlies trail by 4. To the paint. George with a steal. Young on the run. Boozer grabs the board. Boozer's got his 5th rebound in this one. Back to Jerome. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Six to shoot. To the inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't can't be denied.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Out left to the wing. Here's Boozer. 14 points for him. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by George. Wizards leading by 4. To the middle. And finished off by Sarr.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Coward. George defending. Here's Jerome. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Jerome's got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
On the wing, Davis. The three is up. Memphis with a rebound.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Now Young with a steal. And it's Washington on the break. Here's Sarr. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Coward. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. For 3. The rebound by the Wizards. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. George passes to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Wells is checked in. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. To the wing on the left. Jerome on the wing from deep. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. So for Washington, Ayton, he's checked in for Sarr. Coulibaly comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Johnson in for George. Wizards leading by 8. Outside Johnson. Back to Young. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Grant.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Jerome feeling it out a bit. Back to Grant. To the inside. Here's Edey. Soft touch off the glass. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Coward. Pass to Edey. Now Jerome. This one for 3. Can't get it to drop. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Cleared away by Wells. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Coward. Now Jerome. Guarded by Young. Here's Coward. Here's Wells. Counted from distance. Wells has got his first 3 points of the game. There's Young with the three. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Washington leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back to the game after this break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Washington leading by 6. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Also Johnson out there. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Chris Middleton. Now here's Coulibaly. He's covered by Wells. Kicks it out to Middleton from the arc. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Boozer. Pass to Stewart. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Johnson with it. Russell covering. Johnson against Russell. Johnson passes to Ayton. Here's the three. Russell with the rebound. Grizzlies trail by 6. Played just over a minute here in the fourth. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Young's checked in. Here's Boozer. Outside Wells. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Wells. Pass to Jackson. Here's Boozer. Takes the three. And Young pulls it down. Hits a mark. Memphis with a rebound.
Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Out of bounds, it'll be Wizards ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
So for Washington, Sarge checked in for Ayton. Davis comes in for Middleton. And it's George in for Johnson. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Young. Now Sarr from deep three-point land. And it's Coward with a rebound. Grant outside. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Boozer. Here's Coward. He drops it from range.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Young! The three ball is good from Young.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Boozer. Check by Davis. Clock at 6. Jerome fires. Cash from downtown.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's George. Poke loose. Here's Coward. Bucket! Straight in!
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside George. Here's Young. Jerome! Oh, he dropped in a sweet J.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And it's Washington with the ball. After the basket by Memphis. Here's Boozer. Check by Davis to take the lead. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Jerome against Young. Here's Davis. The big man, AD, down low.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Jerome with the drive. Fires the three. Yes, sir, with the three. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Outside, puts up the tray, and misses.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
19 seconds left in the final quarter.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or score quickly and take the foul.
Here's Young. Outside George. Cleared away by Grant. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for two, Duel.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That shuts down any idea of a comeback. That is big time under pressure.
So Memphis wins it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.